Hello everyone, Rabbi Rosen here. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for spending a few moments with me with some thoughts prior to Shabbat. I have been amazed throughout life by the process of building a house. An empty lot over the course of time will ultimately be occupied by a structure, and all of the details that go into it, the processes that lead to its completion, are truly a source of wonder to me. There seems to be the following of a few basic guidelines. First, it's the foundation. Then there is an external kind of framing of the structure, covered by a kind of wrap to protect what is being built. And then things go inside. And things like plumbing and HVAC and electricity, we don't see necessarily all of those things coming into being because they are hidden by the structure on the outside, but they're an integral part, of course, what a house needs to have in order for it to become a home. It's occurred to me that in many ways, that in an ideal way, this is how we develop as well. We have an external reality, and the question is, over the course of life, will we develop an internal reality that is worthy of who we are as human beings? The Israelites have that same experience too. They leave Egypt, that's the foundation. Their liberty is the starting point. They are given the covenantal responsibilities of a people from God. That's the physical framing of their lives, day in and day out. But what about the internal elements? What about the parts that we don't necessarily see, but are equally important, if not even more crucial? In the Torah portion of the Shabbat Beha'alotcha, the people seem to forget everything that God has done for them, and a major theme of what is going to take place in this week's portion and throughout the rest of the book of Numbers, of Bamidbar, is that of complaining. They are never quite satisfied, or satisfied at all. There is not enough food, or the food is not good, or doesn't match up with what they had in Egypt. There's not enough water. They forget all of the miracles that were done on their behalf by God and through the vehicle of Moses and Aaron as they went forth from freedom. They forget how bitter the experience of slavery was. Perhaps that's human nature, and it is certainly the butt of a million jokes that have come down to us throughout the years, especially in the Jewish world. The waiter who goes to the table and asks in the Jewish delicatessen, is anything all right? But a culture of complaint is not our destiny. Rather, an embrace of gratitude is, or at least ought to be. And it may take a lifetime, but it's a worthwhile endeavor to nurture within us, the parts that we don't necessarily always show to the world at large, that we have the capacity to be grateful, not only to express it in a kind of verbal way, but to feel it, to let it define us, to let us understand and feel in our very kishkas, our very bones, that to live is to be thankful. That kind of life leads to the most magnificent structures of all, and that is exactly what Torah would have us do. I wish you a Shabbat of gratitude, and again, thank you for joining me. Shabbat Shalom.